Yo, what plant is that? What plant is
Hey,
that?
that's
What plant is
that's a
that?
pretty
What
flower,
plant is
my
that?
G.
What? What is that? That's neat.
O Jah, how excellent is thy name in all the earth. How manifold are thy works set aright in all the earth. Out of the mouths of babes and sucklings art thou ordained strength to still the enemies and the avenger. Jah, Jah.
Here we have chickweed, botanical name Stellaria media. Chickweed is loaded with nutrition. It's it's so loaded with nutrition it's almost a superfood. It's high in chlorophyll, calcium, magnesium, zinc, phosphorus, potassium. It is high in iron. Let's see what else it has. Vitamin C, vitamin A from carotenes. It has B factor vitamins such as folic acid, riboflavin, niacin, and thiamine. I mean, it has been prescribed by herbalists in the past for convalescents, weak children, the anemic, and the old. Chickweed is in the category of being edible and medicinal. And as we go through the process, we'll see that chickweed is one of the more pleasant tasting, mild, neutral, wild edibles. Medicinally, chickweed contains soapy substances called saponins. Like soap, these saponins emulsify and increase the permeability of cellular membranes. When we consume chickweed, those saponins increase our ability to absorb nutrients, especially minerals. Medicinally, this action helps to dissolve and break down unwanted matter, including disease-causing bacteria, cysts, tumors, thick mucoid plaque in the respiratory and digestive system, and it also helps to move about the lymph, and it also helps to decrease the excessive fat cells in the body. As a matter of fact, chickweed was a favorite of beloved Dr. Laila Africa. May he rest in peace. It was a favorite of his for weight loss, appetite suppression, and to fight cravings of food or drugs. And if you spoke to Dr. Africa, he may tell you that your food is a drug. Chickweed helps to break down cells, making the wall more permeable. It actually breaks open some bad cells that have a protein shell covering them and helps to rid bacterial infections. Many women have even seen improved reproductive health from using chickweed. Now, I generally like to show flowers of the plants. I like you to choose the plant while it's in flower because sometimes you can get confused when looking at the leaves. Now, chickweed is going to be one of the first plants I show you that does have a toxic look-alike, and you must be very careful when you go to pick it out. And the flowers will help you differentiate it. As we see, chickweed and its toxic look-alike only look alike in the leaf pattern and not in the flower. The toxic look-alike for chickweed is called Scarlet Pimpernel. Botanical name Anagalus arvensis or Lysimacea arvensis. Scarlet Pimpernel. Now, Scarlet Pimpernel has red spots underneath the leaf when you will see chickweed has no spots on it. Scarlet Pimpernel is also commonly called the poor man's barometer or the poor man's weather glass. Though it is toxic, it does have a use. Its use is allowing you to know what the weather is going to be like. The small red flowers close before wet weather and open when it is dry. So that's how it got its name, the poor man's weather glass. Back to the flowers. As you would see, the flowers of Scarlet Pimpernel are scarlet red. This is nothing like the chickweed flower. The chickweed flower has small white petals. It appears to have 10 of them, but in actuality, these are only 5 petals, and they branch off in the shape of a V, making the split down the middle. And as you see, the sepals, or the part of the plant below the petals, the little green leafy substance you will see there, it kind of makes the shape of a star behind these white little petals. And that's also how you will be able to identify chickweed. It has no spots, underneath it completely green, and if you would notice very carefully, when you look at the chickweed, it has like a row of hair going down it, similar to a horse's mane. And you will see on each part of the plant, where it has the stalk, where it has the stem, even on the leaf, it has these little furry hairs on it. And it is similar to a horse's mane. This is another identifying factor of chickweed. As an aside, I would also like to show this variety of chickweed. This here is called mouse ear chickweed. And unlike the regular common chickweed, which has the one strip of hair, it seems, going down the side of it like a horse's mane, mouse ear chickweed is hairy all over. It's covered in hair. It has the same white flowers that are small and in the shape of a V, bearing only 5 flower petals that appear to be 10. Again, this is mouse ear chickweed, and it is another variety of the common chickweed. It shares the same edible and medicinal uses as common chickweed. If you have any existing health concerns, take that into consideration. If you are taking any medications at this time, take that into consideration and allow a 2 to 3 hour window before consuming plants medicinally. Do not take anything that you are not sure of or that you have not properly identified. If you have any further concerns, do not consume the plant. If you would like to know what other medical implications may come about from going back to a more natural life, to a more traditional lifestyle, after you have properly identified and know the uses of plants thoroughly, and you are still concerned, of course, consult your local drug dealing doctor.